I am audible, no? Sandeep, Rajesh.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Yes.
Okay, fine. So just I will go through the day 5 class and just we will go through few script, what is going on, what we can do. This script 5. Just I'm going little bit theory class now, day 5. So you can see there is something we have this already we have discussed about that smo things, right? So now it is written here sql ps having the 50 commandlets. It is not 50, it is more than 50, right? Last time you have seen when we have filtered through the all sql commandlets, so you have seen there is the much more. It was before the ppt was there, I have not modified. So why the SMOs is used? SMOs are used to manage the SQL server probability. Once we are going to do the some programming, that time we are going to use this kind of SMOs. So what is happened? So next thing is there is something called in that SQL in that PowerShell, that is called the assemblies. So just next thing is where this assembly is going to be installed and what is the path of the assembly. So just I will go and I will show you. If you are going to your day 5. Oh, sorry. So what you do, you go to C, you go to programs file, then you go to SQL server, MS SQL server, then you go inside what is your version, like 1110 or something 30 is also there. So you go to which server is there. You go to SQL server 110 something, it is depend upon you. Then you can see the SDK, right? You go to inside SDK, then you go to assemblies. So inside assembly, you can see there is a lot of DDL files, right? These are the DDL files when it is going to be load. Once you are going to install the SQL server, that time you can see there is one option you are clicking, Client Tool SDK, right? Are you remember?
Yes.
Right. So this Client Tool SDK is nothing worth. Once you are clicking on that, this folder is going to be created for the SQL server. And inside that assembly folder, and this all DDL file is loaded inside that. Whenever we are trying to do some work on the some SMOs part, you can see Microsoft SQL Server SMOs, right? So these all are the DDL file will be active. These are the SMOs will be active for performing that some operation, right? Getting or not? So many times what is going to be happen, like if you have went and if the client tool SDK is not there, that time you can go to this location. Maybe this path will work or not, because you can go here, you can paste here, you can press enter. So you can see this is the Microsoft side. You can go and you can download this from there if you have any problem in the this one assemblies, or otherwise you can download single assemblies also if you are doing the programming and you are facing some issue. So once you will start facing the issue, that time you search in Google, it will tell you this assembly is not loaded in your, you try to load, if it is not there means SMOs having the problem. So that time only you search in Google, it will tell. I'm not going to that kind of thing to explain you, because my purpose is to show you the programming, develop the programming. But something I have to tell you, if you are facing any issue in the assemblies, so that time you go and install Client Tool SDK only in your, this is a shared feature, right? So you can do that, or otherwise you go to that path and you can download that all assemblies from Google, or otherwise it will tell you how to import the single assemblies. That also it is there in the programming, is there into that Google, if you will go and search. But first you have to get that kind of issue, then only you will able to resolve. So once you are getting, you can do that. There is the multiple type of SMOs is available into the PowerShell for the SQL server. You can see here Microsoft.SQL server management.common, Microsoft SQL server management.smos.server. So this is very, very important, which one we are going to deal with this. SMO.agent, this one is used for performing all agent type of activity if you want to work. Even commandlets is also there, SMOs is also there. So you can use whatever you want. Next is smo.wmi. WMI is used for Windows related something services and all. If you want to see that, you are able to do something called registered server. If you are aware of the registered server, that also you will able to manage. smo.mail level of configuration, you want to do something, so you have to use this type of SMOs. Broker level of things, if you want to do, you have to use this kind of SMO. So at least you are going for any interview, you remember at least this much of SMOs, because they will ask, like if you are doing the SQL server of programming in the PowerShell, whether you are using the SMOs, they will ask, tell me the some SMOs, which one you are using. Don't tell only for SQL server, that is not good. At least you have to remember this much of thing, at least go with the one programming, right? Is the interview you will able to clear. And remaining thing, it is come once you are doing the practice, right? Okay, so I am going with some of the thing. So now what is happening here into the PowerShell, right? So till now, whatever thing we are doing, we are just selecting the data only, right, guys? Just I have a running the SQL server, selecting the data, I'm going here, fetching something, getting the output result, like that. But using the PowerShell script, using the SMOs, you will able to do some configuration change also. This time what we are going to do, we are going to change some configuration, and which one we are going to work on that, right? So just we will see what thing we are going to do. So this is the first script. This is okay, this one I am not going to do now. This is the only script which having the configuration change. We will discuss this. So first I am going with this. This is nothing but the result. That is not much more. This is what is the multi-server script. This script already I have explained, but again I will go through this. This script is also written here for fetching that some information. So some of the time you have to, this time what I'm going to do, I am writing this, I'm taking the server list, I am going with this master server, I am running some script. This time I am just selecting my some SQL server, what thing, name, version, and all NetBIOS things, and I am just putting into that this file. So you can do, if I don't want, I will just remove this and directly I will run that. That path has to be correct. Okay, path is not there, so that's why I'm getting this error. Okay, anyhow, so leave it that. So I will correct my path name. Server list, the 5 server list is there. Yes, it is there. So just I will give this path only. Guys, I'm going a little bit faster. It is okay for you, no? How I was going in the first day, I'm not going in that way now. So if I am ran this, so what you are able to see, I am just filtering my name, version, status, connects, context, content, computer, net, BIOS. So this all result you are getting here, right? So if you want to create anything report and you want to run that, so you can do this. So why I have written this script here, I want to show you one thing. See here. So here means whenever I am creating one variable, and inside that variable I have to put my detail about, I have to pass the SMOs, and after that we are passing the server name. Like this fashion only we are passing my, this one you can see here, I have taken the variable, I have written this SMOs things, and argument list I am passing the server name, right? So server, so I have written here $_ means it is going to give this only, it is passing, because I have used the filter option, means automatically it will pass. So and here manually I am putting the server name only, right? So here the problem it is in SMOs, what SMO sometimes will give you the correct wrong result, it will not give the correct result, because this line itself you are thinking, means whenever you are executing this line, means you are thinking like SMOs is trying to connect with this server, right? But it is not happening, because SMOs will only connect with that server when it's required. Just example, as of now, I am just taking one variable and I am writing here $s dot, I'm giving name just here. So what it will do, it will be just what server name I am passing from here, same result it is going to display. If you are thinking is this time whether it is connected with my server and it is fetch is taken the result, no, It is just, it will take that what server name I'm passing, that server name it is directly it is displaying. It is not doing like using SMOs. It is a make the connection with this server and then it is find out that server name. No, it will not do, because it this time whenever I am fetching the data, that time also is not required for connecting the SQL server. If I'm executing this command in this time also, it is not making the connection. So that's why if I'm giving any wrong server name, any wrong server name, this is the some different server which is not available in my server in my system, that also if I'm going to fetch the data, I will get the result. I am not getting the wrong result. So SMOs will sometime it will giving that wrong result. Means you will not understood where is the problem. So always people what they will do when they are using the SMO, they are making a connection. So this connection has to be happened with the SQL server, right? By default, if you are not writing anything, either you go with invoke SQL CMD or on anything or SMOs, or you go with .NET library, that time it is using the Windows authentication. If you want, we'll start learn in the later classes how we can make the SQL authentication to try to connect. Now I am not giving any connection thing right here. Directly I am running, I am getting it. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to perform this operation now. S.database. This time what happened, I will get the error, because this time getting the database information, SQL its PowerShell has to connect with this instance, right? Then only it has to fetch the data. If I'm going to execute this time I will get the error. But first time whenever I was fetching the information about the server information, it was not connecting it. So SMOs will be sometime it will not give the proper result because of it is not making the connection. So this time it is given the result failed to connect to server. So it should be better whenever you are using any SMOs, so you have to make one connection, right? So of course this server name is wrong. So this time if I'm going to remove this one and I'm directly typing the s.database, what is going to happen, it is going to give me the all information about databases, right? It is not only this much, there is a many more things there. For me it is just displaying 6 things, but if you want to, if you are adding the member type property, you will get the more information. If you want, if you are going here and if you are typing dot, so directly it is going to give lot of thing will come. Which one you want to filter, you can filter and it will give you the all information. Just I will take one more things like database we have taken, right? Default log, just I will go something addition. If I'm going to run this, means it is going to give the enterprise edition and all, right? So like that, whatever if you give you the dot, it will display the many result. So which one you want, you can filter it as per your requirement. Directly it is, you go and you can see link server login level of information.
Can you check for version, sir? Version.
One second, I will go. So you can see which are the login is available. Directly you can go and you can fetch dot version, it is there. Yes, version is there. You can go with that. You can directly run. It is going to display 10 dot something like that. Which version is there, that is as if you want to see that which version it is there, so version will come with some different name. I will show you that. This performance
edition.
You can go with the edition version, everything you will able to see that setting. That one, what name you will version string. If you will go with the version string, you will able to see that no, it is not giving. So enter product level, I think you have to use dot p. Anything is there, product level. Product level. So like that, you have to remember that what thing you have to use for RTM version, it is there, right? So it is depend upon you, like which thing you will filter, it will give the result, right? So that thing you will, once you will do the practice, that time only you will able to get that. So that I want like backup path. If I type backup dot b, so backup device, anyhow I don't have created any backup device, so it will not give the any result for that. It will be backup directory if I'm going to give. So it is going to give me the result for this one is my backup directory, right? So how, where to check, you can go to here, you go to property and you get the database setting. So whatever backup folder you have already default you have given, that one it is going to display. So what you understood, using this way you will able to, people is filtering the data. See here I am teaching.
Rahul, one question here.
Yes.
Actually, like you are running in the local system, like it will be load that SMS and it will connect to that instance, right?
Yes.
In real time, how it will be connect? Like they need to RDP first, right? Then
No,
they
no,
will load that.
RDP to any server, RDP to any server, right? You go inside and copy this from the PowerShell window. Or if you want to run this script into the other server, like if you are there the server A and you want to fetch the result for server B and server C, that time you rotate into the loop. That also it is possible.
Yeah, that is what. Yeah, got it.
Got it, no? So you will able to even from here also. Wait, that time I was showing it why this option is not. There will be some button will be there. I will show you that.
Local server. Yeah, right click on.
Which one?
SQL server. SQL server. Right click there.
No, it is not happening. Somewhere it will be display the
server services in brackets local.
No, run on the different server. That one you are asking about.
Yeah, I am telling different server.
Where?
Yesterday I did. Services.
No. You can go with the option. No, it is
no.
not.
No. There is one option, services bracket local. You can right click over there.
Service. Where it is?
Left side, services in bracket local.
It is here, but it is not. It is not. I can't. Nothing is happening.
I click run as a different user. That one.
Yeah, it will be. You will able to do in office. I'm doing that.
Connect with another computer.
Connect to another computer. It is there. No, you can click here. From here, I can connect some other computer also. Even this computer, I can connect my services.msc for the other computer, and I will run that. I will start or stop whatever I want. I can do. Right. So more action it is there. No, you will click and you can go with the connect to another computer. You give some other server name. You try to click OK. That this session, whatever it is, yours is there. No, that one. So how it is working? Same thing you are doing from the PowerShell, right? If you have the permission, if you are able to do that, you will able to perform this also. It is up to you. Whatever you want, you can perform.
I mean, if you mention the, if you mention the iPhone host name there, and it will look for the same host name in the same AD. If it founds, it will pass this PowerShell script to that PowerShell window.
Correct.
I mean, to the PowerShell in the other host.
Like that, it is going to perform. So now
for that reason only we are setting the execution policy.
Yes.
To allow the script from other servers.
So, but it's required OS level of permission also. It is not like you set the execution policy, it will work. Sometime it will not work. That time you have to check with the AD team, like where it is blocking. Anyhow, no problem. So now what I'm going to do, I am just writing S. If you are taking the data and you are selecting S, it will not giving the any result. Got it? Because all value it is saved here and directly you are not saving any result, right? You are not directly saving the server name to S. You are going with the new object, then you are saying that's why the result is not going to be displayed. So that's time what I'm going to do, I am writing here select star. If I'm going to run the select star, you will see I will get the multiple of result. That one you will able to filter, like you have seen, like version, status. Just now I have done that. It is fetching, it is giving the problem, leave it. So if this one will not work, you can go with $S and you give the get member and give the property. If you are going to give means, so you will see this much of information. Now whenever I was running the select star from something, it was getting only this much of it. So this much of thing you will able to filter for the any server. For the any server, which one I am passing this, if you want affinity level of information, audit level of information, ability groups level of information, backup device, backup. So whatever just now after dot I am filtering, more than that level of thing, you will see here what kind of thing we will filter. Even in the SQL server also you will able to filter, but here it is rotating for the multiple of server. It's very easy, right? So this everything is required practice. So what you have gone through it, try to filter, try to see the how we are going to do that. Some of the time people will send you in the organization, I have 100 of server, I want which version is using the all SQL server because for the upgrade purpose, or whether the upgrade is happen success. So that kind of thing for the each server you go and check. It's very difficult. You can write the loop and you can write this programming like how I have taken the instance name and version name, status, everything in one time only. You will able to get the all result. It is very simple. Correct? Correct, no guys? No.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so just you go and do the programming, then only it will be useful. So leave it. This one is nothing is there. I am going with so last time in the first class, what you have seen, what we are doing, if I have to read any SQL Server error log file, that time we are giving the location, right, of the error log file. Are you remember? If I have to read any error log file, we are going to see program files, this logs, inside logs, we are reading the error log, and that should be not good. I told you, you should not have to, if you are finding the path, if you are manually, if you are giving any path, you can't automate. So this time using the SMOs, direct if you will tell to PowerShell, this is the server, automatically it will connect with your error log and it is going to fetch the detail. How it is going to fetch the detail? Same thing, dollar. Here what I have done, I have just taken one server, whether I have to become the correct server, because always I will delete and my server name is not correct. So I will just copy this. I will correct my server name. So after some time, no, it is going to become too much hodgepodge in your mind. Sometime I'm using SMO, this all doubt will go once you are doing the practice, guys. Without practice, this one will, because every day you are saying I am lot of script I am explaining, right? Correct or wrong? Guys?
Right, sir.
So
Yes,
don't become,
yes, right.
so every time different script I am explaining. After that, I am giving you 5-6 script also as example. Go and develop this kind of a script, right? So even I am explaining 5-6 script also, I am giving you 5-6 work also. It's very difficult you to manage within one day. I know that. But whenever you will get time, and so you will generate lot of doubt also. So how your doubt will be clear? One thing, whenever you are doing the practice, one thing, go to office, see how the office, what thing you are doing, that kind of logic you try to implement. One thing. Second thing, whenever I am starting my new batch, you try to join the batch. How the people, you will see that many people is joining, right? So Sandeep, when you are attended my first class, old batch class, right, you are not understanding that much, right? When you
Right, sir.
started second time again, then you are seeing it is become more easy and more convenient for you. You are understanding very fast, right? Once you are going
Right,
the
sir.
second time. So guys, I know that it is confusing. So what you do, you attend my class. After that, you have take 1 month or 2 month time. After 2 months, I will start my class. That is sure. Once I am starting the class, you do the practice, then join again my batch. That time you will see how fast it is. Your learning skill, understanding skill, you're not double, it is a 4 times you will faster, you will understand. Got it?
Actually,
So anyhow,
yeah,
Right.
sir, this will be very helpful actually when we join again.
so that's why I'm not taking any money from anyone. If you are joining for the second time, you join without fee and learn this. So I'm just yeah, anybody asking anything?
No, Rahul. Thank you so much.
Yeah, if I will pass here direct server name and read error log, if I'm giving dot if I will go to give this much this result, so this time what is going to be happen? No, PowerShell automatically it will be connect my SMO with this, and I'm telling read the error log. So this time my PowerShell will not going to do anything. It will be know that I have to read the error log. So it is reading the all the error log. You see, right? This time I am not giving anything to the SQL server to go to this path. I am telling just this is the server, get me the output result. So now you can automate many things using this much only small script. So you can do that. So see here next line what I have done, it is teaching because my file is too much big. So if I will, it is very, so I have stopped this. So just I will remove this line from here. I want last 5 line only to read, and in this I want to read this much of information. So I will execute only this much of script, I will get that result, right? It is fetching, it is giving the result. Same thing you can automate. If this is not useful, what you have to write this code in such a fashion, means you develop this code, you can write if the sequence, if your error log will contain any error, that time it has to send the mail. You know how to send the mail, right? So that time you can write the if else statement. You go and check if your error log file is contained any error, like error, go to the loop, and inside the loop you can write send the mail to the whole team what is the error is content. So you can that PowerShell file, whatever you will generate script, that script you can run every 1 hour. Every 1 hour it will run. So how to run the script, that is very simple, because you can't automate. Till now whatever I have explained you, I have explained you have to run this script manually, put that in there, and then you run this one, then only it will run, or otherwise go to the seed file and then you run. Later classes I am going to tell you how you can automate your script. So this script will run automatically. There is a multiple of ways is there. One way is there, you can go with your task scheduler, that is a Windows activity. You have seen that some of the time in your organization your server will automatically, it will shut down, and once you will ask from the Windows team why it is shut down, they will tell it is a planned activity, right? This thing happening or not?
Yeah. Okay.
So how it is happening, even they didn't went for restart, it is they have scheduled it in the task manager. So automatically what time will come, it will, you can run your using the SQL job also. You can schedule this script to run every 1 hour in the SQL server job. So every time when the job will run, it will be execute your PowerShell programming. PowerShell programming will check for that server or whatever server you have given for that this error log contain any error or not. If it is contain any error, it will go to that loop, and that loop what is saying, it is sending the detail to all your team. This error is contained in your file, either that will be contain login failure or some password failure or some by CPU or memory, many things. Because of many things it will generate the error in your log file, right? So you will able to do that. So now you know you can pass the server, or otherwise in something virus attack is happen and you want to know, you have 200 server and somebody told in one time only you have to find. So you suddenly you can write the for loop, you can pass the all server from the parameter, all server will go to the each server, pick up that detail, it will start sending. That one you will able to do, right? Correct, no?
Yes.
So see here, I'm giving you idea. So you can try to implementation is your path. So I will, if you want, you can generate the result in this out file, then you go and write the if else loop. If that file will contain any error information, then only you go to the loop and send the mail. Like that also you can do. You attach this file into the error log into that file, and then you send. Maybe this file is going to become very bigger, means this file I am taking, how I am generating this file, I am taking the detail from the error log file. Sometimes this file is big, so you can write your logic, zip the file, then you send this mail. So right, getting or not? This thing you have to develop. I can't develop this. I'm just giving you one idea, because everything I have explained you how to do that. Right or wrong, guys?
Yes, got it.
Okay, so same thing is some script is there. If you want to find out anything related with I don't have this 17. Last time I have was explained, though that time it was there. So this time what I'm going to do, I'm putting my server name here, and I'm just fetching my database neighbor of information. So it is giving, so same thing, $database, and I told you if whatever you want till here you will run, means it is going to give you the this much of information, right? If you want to few more things, how you will get which thing you will able to filter name collision setting, I told you get property, something I have shown you right just now. So that one you can see, you can find out. Now here it is giving only name, status, this 3, 4, 5, 6 information, right? But it is not only 6, you have seen just now. You will go to watch my video, get property. Whenever we are giving, it is giving the hundreds of information for the database. So whatever you want, you can select here, and you will able to fetch the data you want. You can create the report also, and you can perform the operation. You can see here now I am getting this 4 information. After 10 minutes you have to log in again, guys. Anyhow, I have to complete this day 5 class today itself. So you go to the server list, leave it, that is not that much. I'm going with the service account information. So some of the time you will able to get this. This time I'm using different SMOs. I'm not using that same SMOs. I'm using this Microsoft SQL Server Management SMO WMI. What is this WMI? WMI means Windows Management Instrument. So this WMI SMO is used for getting the service level of OS level of information, which is related with only SQL Server, right? I'm giving you one example, but you have to think it. You can go to Google it, what kind of work we can perform using this WMI. So what work I am going to complete within 15 days, it will take time for you to 6 months to analyzing and doing the all work how I want. Getting or not? Today only you see 20 script I have told you to develop. Whether it is developing the 20 script, it will take 1 month time for you. Right or wrong? Correct, no?
Yes.
So what I'm doing, I'm just writing host name, and I have taken my host name information. I am going to put here the host name. What I'm going to do, I'm doing the import model SQL, same thing. I'm taking one server, I'm saving this host name here, I'm creating new object. After that, in this, I'm filtering the service, and in the service level of information, I want 3-4 things only to display. So if I will run, so I will getting this time all SQL related thing, I will get that. So that's why I have filtered it. If I'm going to filter this much also, it is going to display the all information about SQL server related to SQL. You can see here. So these things, if you want, but so here it is coming for the each information service level of information, you will able to find this much of information for the one, whether it will be start. So it is continuously executing, so that's why it is not giving the result directly. You can see here URN, you can take, so this much of information you will able to, I'm just canceling this, but in that I want to filter only 3 information. You can go in this way, right? So this much of information, service detail and display name. Some of the time people will tell you to go to the all server, create the report like every month 1 time or every 6 months. You have to check whether you have, like once you are installing the SQL server, all SQL server has to run into the service account, right? Correct, no? So some of the time for audit purpose, you can do the check, one check, like every 6 months we will go and we will check all server is my up to date or not. So you can run the report, you can create in this way. So it will go to the each server and find out which are the service account which is configured for the SQL server. If you are showing something inbuilt account has been added, directly you go and you can do the change. Correct? Understood?
Yes, sir.
This kind of thing you will able to automate using this one. So what is this? Disabling checklist, instant this is same thing. If you want name, version, status, you want to filter, same thing I have already explained, no need of explaining this. I'm going with next one. Next script. This is what, this one I am using that new object I'm taking, I'm just declaring in some next line if you want. So you have to use this one. So you can, once I will send, you will able to see that. This is also not that much important, leave it. Now I am going for how we can do the configuration changes using the PowerShell script. So that one we are going to learn now, how we can change that our configuration system. Till now we are just fetching the data from the PowerShell, right? This time what we are going to do, we are just trying to change some configuration level of thing. So for that, what I will do, I will take my SQL server name. I have pasted here, right? So see here what I have done. This one you don't have doubt. Import model SQL PS disable checklist. Disable checklist is not going to display the any result. Import model SQL PS will just importing the model. It will not give any output result if it is able to import, or if it is not able to import, some error will there. It is not going to display the real. Just trying to load the all assembly and all, right? I have declared one variable inside that I am passing the server, right? After that, what I'm doing, I'm taking one variable and I'm creating one SMOs. I'm just declaring in the, after that I'm passing my server name. This one I am doing work for only for one server. You have to do for the multiple of server. After that, I've shown you where you are passing. You can give that and you can type backup directory. It is going to display the result for your what? Your backup detail for this server. What is your backup directory is there, right? You have seen program files, SQL server. Here the backup is there. But what I want to change this backup directory to some other location. So you know that if I'm giving $A and some value, what is the meaning of this? Means this value is going to saved inside this, right or wrong, guys? You know this. if you are giving dollar anything equal to and second thing, so what thing you are writing into the right, that value will go and it will be saved into your left side value. Correct or wrong?
Yeah, right.
Right? So here what is going to happen, in this variable I am saving this value, and then after that what I have written, server dot backup directly, right, is equal to this one. You know that whenever I was running this, it was giving this one. This time what happened, your this one new directory is going to be saved into this, right? And after that you have to run $server dot alter. If you are running this, what is going to be happen, your server label, database level of property, your backup label of property, it is going to be, now you can see the backup, it is here, right? Now what I'm going to do, now I am changing it, means I am saving my C directly to in this, and I am just running the alter statement. If I've executed here, what you can see here, if I will refresh, and then if I will go to property, you will be able to see database, it is changed, right? Correct? So what you understood, using the PowerShell program, you will able to change the backup setting also. Got it? So now what I'm going to do, I will try to change to again here, because many times I will do some. I have changed it again. So what I'm going to do, next one, other one, I am going to take some example. Now you can see here, here I have written something called enabling that XP underscore CMD cell. You know what is XP underscore CMD cell?
Command prompt, I mean, SQL CMD.
SQL CMD, you know,
I
right?
mean,
Why it is used?
when from command prompt, we can connect to the SQL Server instances.
Huh?
From the SQL command prompt, we can connect it to instance.
Yes,
So
no,
like
no, XP
Windows
underscore
commands.
CM. Yes, yes, correct. If you want to execute the Windows command from the SQL server, that XP underscore CMD cell has to be enabled. Just I will go and I will just type into the Google XP underscore CMD cell enable. Just we'll see. Just I am showing you a few things from the SQL server side. Then I am going to do the same thing from here. I have taken it. If you want to see what is the your this one setting is there, you ran this. So whatever you are seeing down, for me SP underscore CMD cell is enabled, right? If you want to disable, what you have to do, you have to put 0 here, execute SP underscore configure, and you can give 0 and you can just reconfigure all these two. You are going to execute. After executing, you are going to run this line. What you are saying, it is disabled, right? Correct? So like this, you are doing from the SQL server side. But if you want to do from that SQL server side, how you are going to do, I will make that one first. Otherwise, what is going to happen there, I have given. Okay. So now you see it is a 0, right? What I'm going to do now, I will put here 1. So same thing I am doing here. This time I am just taking the server information, like that you have given backup directory, like that you have to give this one. Configuration value, you give it to 1. Again, you have to do the alter statement, how we have ran for the backup, and just we are going to display these things. So if I'm going to execute this, what is going to happen? This time it was showing 0, right? If I will go and will execute this, so this time the value is going to become 1, right? So what you understood, using the PowerShell command, you will not able to perform only to fetch the operation, you will able to perform the operation also. If you are going to run setting, you will able to get the all setting, whatever SQL server you have set, mixed mode authentication, this, that. If you want